Hey everyone, my name is Hendryx-Parker and I am CTO and co-founder here at 6 Feet Up. And I've gotten very obsessed with the developer experience. I've always wondered, is it possible to deploy Django on Kubernetes in faster than the time it takes to get a coffee? I think it might be, and so we developed a tool here at 6 Feet Up we call Scaf to actually build out a great developer experience. And so I wanted to ask some of my good friends in the Python community what they thought of this cool tool.
This is awesome, dude.
I really like the look of this. I like Tilt. It could maybe be something that my team would rally around, because I could see this Tilt web interface kind of impressing them, and being able to just like, oh, let me just restart this container, right?
Yeah, you were running a fully Kubernetes development environment now, development experience, and you did it from scratch in a matter of a couple minutes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what do you think?
I like it a lot. I've thought a lot about these ideas, and this is pretty interesting.
It's like all the magic every developer wishes they could set up on their own, but never has time to figure out how to do.
Let's see Scaf in action. Every developer can be productive from day one. We're going to walk through all the steps of setting up your own project right on your own machine and get it running in probably about 60 seconds. Jumping into the demo right here of the Scaf tool, one of the nice things is you can start off with pretty much a blank machine and get started developing right away. All you need to have installed is something like Docker Desktop. In my case, I'm using OrbStack, but you could be using Podman. It really doesn't matter. As long as you've got something that can run a container, you should be able to install the Scaf tool and be on your way. There's a quick one-liner that you can use to install Scaf. This will make sure you've got Scaf ready to go. And then from here, we'll just run Scaf doing a new project. In this case, new project 1. That will run, and it's actually going to walk through the creation of a blank project. So we have nothing on the file system. This is going to create a new project called new project 1. It's got some defaults that you can all accept for your project, but there's some choices you can make on whether you want to have a Next.js front end or whether you want to use Mailgun or Amazon SES. All kinds of different options here, like whether using Celery and Sentry. These are just opinions we've had about some of the projects we've used, and so some of the common things we may have in a project. And then it also will set up your Git repository right out of the box for it. So you can see here, it's actually downloading and installing in running pip tools compile, but it's using UV, so it's pretty quick. You can see it's running through real fast, locking all the versions, pinning everything, and now we have a project that's ready to go. So we're going to cd into our new project, and we're going to type tilt up. And I'll just go ahead and open the browser so you can see this magic happen on the other side. Tilt's another tool we decided to have as part of our opinionated developer experience. It's a great way to use Kubernetes locally to manage and develop on your existing applications. We should see here momentarily, here we go, the backend's already actually up and running. So if I click on localhost 8080, I've got a running Django instance. You'll see the Django toolbar is already on here and ready to go for me. I've got a front end that's actually been set up. So if we click on the front end, we can check out the Next.js front end right here that'll be using the GraphQL backend on our Django instance. So you can see right here, it's actually, you're not authenticated, so it's actually talking to that backend already. And then we've also got Postgres and Redis all set up and ready for you to go. So this eases that developer onboarding, the setup of all those tools and best practices. Now you're using Kubernetes, so the same thing you can use locally to develop on, we can now deploy into a sandbox instance that's running up in the cloud, and then on to production. And we can actually automate the whole thing using some CD tools. In this case, we've decided on ArgoCD for our CD tool, and that's baked into the Scaf project as well. So if you want to check out all of our opinions, you can actually open up the file system and see all the various pieces and tools that are in there.
And there we go. We have a running debug version of Django on my local machine.
Awesome. Yeah, with the little debug toolbar and all that.
Yep. Under like 2 minutes.
This is crazy fast. I mean, cool? in terms of the stand-up.
Yeah, right. And that was the goal. Like, how fast can I get people to be like productive?
Wow.
I hope this gets you excited to try Scaf for yourself. Take our Scaf challenge and see how fast you can actually build out your own Kubernetes and Django instance right on your own local machine.